Hey Aquarius, welcome to the channel. This is your August 2022 soul story. If you were sun, rising or moon in the sign, this is your reading. My name is Romy. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. I'm going to give you some intuitive messages and key dates to look out for. If you're a regular to the channel, please note the new format, and if you are new, then welcome. So we're into Leo season. Of course, your 7th house of relationships. We're also going to have a full moon in your sign coming in on the 11th of this month. So you are set to see some major shifts in a significant connection this month. We open up with the energy of the 7 of Cups. If you're asking when, there might be some confusion and hesitation around that question, then the answer from the universe is firmly now. We need to take the first steps. We need to embark on this new adventure. We need to initiate the change. Now we're going to open up August with a rather volatile, unpredictable energy with Mars, Uranus, conjunct with the North Node. What does that mean? We have to relinquish control. We are experiencing new energy on a level that is extraordinary. It's going to be vibrant. It's very unpredictable. So it is going to feel perhaps a little bit disruptive in terms of pushing, pressurizing, provoking you. That may lead to a little bit of confusion and exhaustion. Do not worry. Through this process, Aquarius, something is going to inspire you, and it's going to feel like you just found your wings, or you're just coming into harmony, calibrating with something that is absolutely right up your street. Okay, we have this overall vibe in August of kind of like a sink or swim. But I promise you, you're going to be swimming. You're going to see sight of the shore, and something is going to motivate you to go straight toward that direction. Let's bear in mind, though, that there are going to be these moments of sort of high and low, which is going to help to almost focus your mind and almost get you sharp, because you're going to be used to sort of riding the waves, if you like. Sometimes the waves break us. Sometimes we decide to break the waves and ride them. And I know what you're going to be doing this month. Now, we're going to welcome Mercury shifting into Virgo on the 3rd of the month, and it's going to help us to be more deliberate and more intentional about the way in which we communicate. You have Emperor coming through here, and I do see your desire to want to gain a position on something that helps you to feel more secure. Bearing in mind the universe is saying let go of control, there might be a little bit of a power tussle. Now, even though that's happening on the universal energies, it might be mirroring in a relationship for you. You might feel that something is incredibly futile. It's almost like it doesn't matter what you say, what you do. It just isn't landing. It isn't creating impact. What I want to say to you is give it some time. Somebody needs to process. Somebody needs to take something away and truly consider what it means. What you're meant to be doing, Aquarius, is remembering who you were, who you are right now, and who you're becoming, because it's such a gift to be able to acknowledge that growth. And if you can't, then nobody else is going to. What that also does is it really brings through for you a level of understanding, compassion, tolerance about perhaps how hard it is for other people, because you yourself recognized one hell of a journey that you've been on through the course of this year and what it's taken from you. But what we need to remember is that all the pieces of your soul deserve to be at peace right now. So what is that going to take? There's something about a new blueprint emerging for you this month that I really see you putting that front and center by way of your priority, as you should. Now on the 8th, we're going to welcome, of course, Lionsgate, that portal already open, from the 26th of July, the Earth and the Sun aligning with Sirius in the Galactic Center. What does this mean? The energetic downloads are coming thick and fast. The up-leveling is powerful. Material manifestations are all around us, and yet the 5 of Swords suggests that there's something that you feel uncertain or slightly dejected or disappointed over, perhaps that you were expecting to happen or to land this month, and it feels like it's not going to happen. Again, I want to say to you, don't you make that judgment call too quickly, okay? It's a long month and a lot can happen. sometimes we have to take a step back in order to take that huge leap forward. And I think you're going to be wondering by the time you get to the end of the month how the hell you just did what you did. Okay, so there is this sense of coming out the other side and looking back and going, I just ran through the gauntlet there, and I have no idea kind of what took over me or what supported me or helped me in that moment. It was divine. It was divine energy. It was divine guidance, okay? Remember, as something really inspires you, it's going to feel like that's the motivation that you need to get over the hurdle or the block of something. Now, that full moon is coming in your sign on the 11th. The same day Venus is shifting into Leo in your 7th house. Of course, Venus ruling our relationship to money and to love and to our sense of value consciousness. So this is going to be a very interesting point in the month of August for you, Aquarius, to really come to grips with how you truly feel about somebody. Now, yes, it might come in romantically for some of you, but for others it may be professional. You may be really going back over and reflecting on the journey that you've been on. Things are never straightforward. You know, we're not here to have easy street. We're here to learn, develop and grow, which means that, you know, the ways in which we are challenged and provoked in those connections that show up in our life are absolutely what we signed up to as part of our soul contract. It doesn't mean that we have to be stuck in unhealthy attachments or dynamics. It means that every opportunity there's something to teach us. Now, the Lover says you will be coming into alignment and a sense of shared vision. But in order to do that, you might have to put your pride aside, is what I'm being given. You also need to be a little bit mindful around ultimatums during that full moon energy, either inadvertently coming from you or other people presenting that to you. That's not going to end well, okay? So anything that comes in with that kind of a frequency, you need to try to withdraw, disconnect, or find a different approach or way forward, okay? It feels to me that you will start to consider the ways in which someone has changed or what they've been showing you by way of shifted or changed behaviour, and wanting to make a judgment call about that. Be careful who gets in your ear as well, is what I want to say, because I feel like you could get quite charged up again by outside influence or interference. Now, we're also going to be welcoming Vesta, the asteroid goddess, shifting retrograde in your sign Aquarius on the 21st. Here, there's this sort of playing out between personal freedom versus what's best for the group. So that's also going to impact you in terms of like friendship groups, perhaps like what's going on within the family, you know, teams that you're a part of, community that you're in. And there's this desire, this need to be able to take care of yourself, which of course is important, but at the same time sort of considering what that impact is going to look like. So don't overthink it too much. Make sure you're trusting and following in your gut. Now, Two of Cups and the Lovers here, like I said, there's important shifts coming in by way of relationships this month for you. Let's bear in mind on the 18th, we have Venus in Leo trining with Jupiter in Aries. All of that fire has some real intense passion coming forth with it. There may be for some of you that feeling of love at first sight, or almost like coming into absolute perfect position to be able to prioritize a passion, or just feel like, oh my goodness, this is what I've been waiting for. It's like that feeling of something coming into your horizon that just feels so good. I do have a sense, like Spirit are saying to me, that you might take something on this month that feels like a stress. It feels like, I don't know why I said yes to this, but actually soon you're going to wonder how you ever lived without it. So give it a little time, give it the opportunity. You know, you might have to show up more than once to kind of really get a proper feel as to how something is going to truly show its value to you, if you like. So Four of Wands comes in because we are building a new base for ourselves. We're building a new foundation. This is what's possible for some of you regards to these important connections, okay? There's a celebration to be had here, but the catch is that you can't live in the past disappointment or, you know, what's not worked or hasn't transpired in the past. It's so easy to do it, and it happens in all sorts of subtle ways. But as we make our way deeper into this month of August, Uranus going retrograde on the 24th, the same day Venus is going to trine with Chiron, the wounded healer. Spontaneous shifts can take place by way of those wounds and trauma that we've been holding on to. And there's something here to suggest to me that giving yourself some time and space to really consider what you're still allowing to get in the way of your happiness, especially where it comes into key relationships, you know, that best friend, that lover, you know, that person that you want to find that, you know, co-creative, beautiful, enriching, conscious connection with. A lot of focus on that for you this month. Okay, so we usually have the 9-card block in our readings, Aquarius. We're going to continue to do that, but this month I am going to leave the cards unturned, and we're going to cover these off in our extended reading. If you're new to the channel, you'll find the links in the description and the comment section underneath for that. We speak for another 25 minutes or so, and we will give you deeper insights into these messages and to the month ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and pull your oracle cards for this month, Aquarius, just beginning with your astrology link. All the decks I use, by the way, are listed in the description box underneath for those of you that have found some resonance with them. Okay. What do we have? The 3rd house for you, Gemini ruled. Again, we'll go into the messages around this in your extended. And here is the Life Soul Vision Oracle, which is my deck, coming out the end of August. Slight delay. Thank you so much to those of you who have already invested. If you want to get a full preview, you can head over to my website. Excited for you to all start working with this if you have ordered. And let's see what message wants to come through for you. Okay, Aquarius, you have spirals of love and grief. Look forward to sharing the insight for that shortly. Now, we usually ask you for your personal question. We're going to continue with that. So just put some focus around it for me just now. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and clarify this main reading right now. Let's go a little bit deeper. 7 of Cups. The World coming in. 9 of Cups. Nice. Oh, double Emperor, Aquarius. How interesting. And another 7 of Cups. Okay. This is a nice deck if you like the astrology links with the tarot. Okay, Page of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Fire sign showing up with that 2 of Cups there. See all that energy just packed around that full moon for you. Got to hold your nerve at that time, Aquarius, okay? I'll give you a quick preview there, but I'm going to leave the rest unturned, okay? So, wishing you very well for the month of August. If you're joining me for the extended, I look forward to continuing this conversation with you there. Thank you so much for tuning in. You take care. I'll see you next time.